Lee Johnston is hanging on for dear life as Motherwell at Fir Park beat Hibernian 2-1. And you know what? It was a decent wee watch for what it was. Hibs obviously off the back of their great victory in Europe against Luzerne at home. Finally a team, doing pretty good in the coefficients this season because Rangers did beat Servette 2-1, but I think Hibs 3-1 against Lucerne so far this season is easily the best result. Yes, I know they beat that other team 6-1, but I think we all kind of expected Lucerne, a decent team within Swiss football, and they won. They won 3-1, scored some really good goals. I was expecting them to come to Fir Park today and win. I'm not saying I was expecting them to win easy, but I expect them to do a lot better than what we actually got out on the field. But for me, I did a bet. I did both teams to score. I did Motherwell and Hibs to get at least a goal each. And let's get into the action because even though that happened, a certain team on the other side of Edinburgh jobbed me out. But this game was definitely a slow burn. I thought Will Fish was absolute pish today. I mean, there's like about 20 instances I could talk about this guy where he was just awful. And a lot of fans, Hibs fans, like, yes, we've got Will Fish, back for United or whatever. And I've just never really rated Will Fish. I do not see any sort of hype around him. I mean, he's got a pretty pish name, Will Fish. Will you go fishing today? No. Well, he doesn't do defending either, apparently. But Hibs, I guess, started probably the stronger of the two sides. We had a ball flicked into Dylan Levitt, who dragged his shot wide. And in this first half, literally nothing happened, man. Literally nothing happened. Motherwell had a couple of pish corners. There was a potential penalty check for Motherwell, but there was nothing in it, man. If this got given as a penalty, then you'd be given about 20 penalties a game. It's as simple as that. It was never going to happen. Motherwell then have a ball whipped into the box. I believe, who was it? Was it Slattery? I think it was Slattery. He cracks the post with this. Davy Marshall's beat another header, gets hit, and it loops to the back post, but it just bounces before it hits the post and then goes out for a goal kick. And at this point, I'm thinking, 0-0, my bet's beat. But then the second half came, man, and we have Fish, Will Fish on fire. Na. Is Will Fish on fire? Only time will tell, but he hits the ball over initially, and that really could have changed it. Well, I say really could have changed this game. Of course it would have changed this game because it means Hibs would have actually took the lead, which would have drastically changed getting that away goal to pump the mighty Motherwell. But they didn't. Hit over. Pretty poor header in my personal opinion. But then it got a bit poorer for Will Fish because he was getting run all over the show, man. You've got Wilkinson, who scored quite a good goal, and also this was set up by Mika. But I want to talk about the second goal. I mean, Wilkinson, it was a good goal, right? There's nothing really else to say. But this Nika guy, man, absolutely has Will Fish on threads, on strings. That's it. I was trying to think of the word there. Threads? No. That's Mark Zuckerberg's failed social media thing. Threads. Instagram threads. Didn't even bother my arse downloading that, I'll tell you. But here, he is sending the Hibs backline left, right, and bloody centre, man. It's actually quite embarrassing how much Will Fish. He's like a fish out of water, man. That's the best way I could describe it. But he makes it 2-0. Lovely finish into that bottom left-hand corner. But Hibs, they do get a consolation. 6 minutes are added on. And they do get a penalty. And Adam Lefondre, who is the second all-time in the English Premier League for touches per goal. And I believe he was on like 44.2 or something. Or was it 39.2? I think it might have been 49.2. And he's only second to Erling Haaland. What a player they've got here, Hibs. It's a shame he's 36 and done, but anyway, guys, that is it. Lee Johnston, I mean, serious questions now have got to be asked. How much longer will he stay in the job? Like, because realistically, I mean, obviously, I said the Lucerne result, I mean, it's a great result, like, at the end of the day, but if they get knocked out on Thursday, it's really irrelevant. That result, because let's be real, I mean, it doesn't matter. You've been knocked out. And for Lee Johnston, I'm not saying that they will get knocked out on Thursday, but would anyone be shocked if mean, all that team's got to do is score two, like win 3-1, win 2-0, forces extra time, Hibs go in penalties, shit like that. And I just, like, let's be real, right? We want to see a Battle of Britain. We want to see Hibs against Aston Villa, right? England against Scotland, yada, yada, yada. But Aston Villa will fucking disgrace Hibs. I have no idea what the scoreline could be. But to be honest, guys, I'm looking forward to it. So make sure you subscribe to Fog Football. I cannot wait for the next coming week's Cup games, European games, Scottish Premiership, all the action. If you want to check out review earlier on the day, even Ange, we reviewed Ange's first game, so it's a rare laugh here on the channel. Until then, peace.